Genesis chapter 20, when God restores the truth. Beloved family. Before we begin, I invite you to share this message, subscribe, and leave your amen in the comments. Today we'll learn that even when fear clouds our faith, God remains faithful to restore the truth. After a long journey, Abraham settled in the region of Gerar. The desert had strengthened him, but it had also left traces of fear. Once again, worried for his life, he said about Sarah, "She is my sister." King Abimelech, not knowing the truth, took her into his house, believing he was doing right. But that night heaven spoke. God appeared to Abimelech in a dream and said, "You are a dead man, for the woman you have taken is married." The king awoke terrified and said, "Lord, will you destroy an innocent nation? Didn't he tell me, she is my sister? And didn't she also say, he is my brother?" And God replied with mercy, "Yes, I know you did this with a pure heart, and that's why I kept you from sinning against me. Now return the woman to her husband, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you shall live." At dawn, Abimelech gathered his servants and told them what had happened. The fear of God filled his house. Then he called Abraham and said, "What have you done to us? What sin did I commit against you, that you would bring such guilt upon my kingdom?" Abraham lowered his eyes and answered with humility, "I thought there was no fear of God in this place, and that they would kill me for the sake of my wife." Yet Abimelech acted not with anger, but with grace. He returned Sarah to Abraham and blessed him with sheep, oxen, servants, and land. Then Abraham prayed to God, and the Lord healed Abimelech, his wife, and his servants, restoring what had been closed because of Sarah. Once again, God showed that his faithfulness is greater than human failure. Even when Abraham stumbled in fear, God never withdrew his promise, for what God has purposed cannot be undone by man's weakness. This chapter reminds us that God defends the truth, protects his promises, and turns mistakes into lessons of faith. He doesn't seek perfect people. He seeks sincere hearts, willing to rise and keep believing. Beloved family, if you've ever doubted or acted out of fear, remember, God doesn't cancel his plans because of your stumbles. He uses them to show that his grace always arrives right on time. If this message touched your heart, leave your amen, share this word, and continue with us in this ministry of faith. Because here, every day, we remember an eternal truth. When you believe, God works.